time do we still have?
I think we were hitting half an hour, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
Good.
so we can do another 30 minutes.
That's what. There's one now. Another don't remember now. The Experian data breach. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, I heard
Eh?
about it. Experian.
No.
Experian is
Let
It's
me
a
know.
credit bureau.
Agency of sorts.
Yeah, credit bureau agency. They're like TransUnion.
Yes.
There seems to be some data that was exposed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to see how many.
Credit scores about.
Yeah, credit profile, and there's
do credit
24 million,
ITC.
24 million consumers,
Yes.
and almost 794,000 business entities whose information can be used to commit fraud and theft.
So they've been urging people to change their passwords.
Oh, wow.
Which I must change my online one.
I never got any notification from it. Does
get
that mean
shit
I'm
from
not
my
exposed?
And I got from a bank that I've never used, Bidvest.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
not
if
so
you've
good.
ever used, I get a business in owner these money transfer
Mm.
entities,
Yeah.
but the holding company is Bidvest.
Mm.
So I'm like, I've never banked with Bidvest. Why are they sending me a message? But my bank sent me an email.
To change your passwords where on your.
Yeah, go to in a little email thing. So there was change your passwords. Label frequently ask questions. How this thing happened? What could be the potential impact? Yeah.
So now this is people's financial records that are exposed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Whoa.
In fact, let's contextualize that. So every time there's this hacking of information, I always imagine, like sometimes we are too secret about a lot of things that sometimes don't have that impact. So okay, there's a person on a record about 24 million and he knows how much they earn and what their debts.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I'm reading an excerpt here. It says a report released by Accenture on May 27 shows South Africa has the third most cybercrime victims globally, losing 2.2 billion a year.
Wow.
Has a what?
Third most cybercrime
Highest
victims. Yeah.
that highest.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and they
So it's a
can
real
get you.
thing.
Yeah.
And they can get you, bro.
Jesus.
I got a call like getting talk where somebody pretends they from
Your
FNB,
insurance,
what, and they just want to verify your card number or whatever, and like your main card, and they want the thingy.
Did they get you?
Or they mention the card number because now you trust. Your card ending number.
Your card, and they know it too. Ending whatever, and then they asked you for your card number, and then
CVC.
I dropped it same time. I dropped it same time.
Yeah, but they say apparently South African
But I didn't get a
corporations
lot,
have really
bro.
like weak defenses in terms of
Cyber
fending
breach.
off breaches.
I'm surprised because our financial institution and industry is always held in high.
The financial institution you can't fucking get into.
It's the software.
You saw how much shit we went through with that fucking getting the FNB when I was trying to get the password. Nah, bro.
Yo, the stringence,
Yeah,
the
they
red tape
don't.
down, blind. But I can see how somebody would fall for like those sort of pinging things. But those guys really fucking sound professional,
they
bro.
know the language.
They know your details. Maybe they know your date of birth,
And
whatever,
your last
whatever.
transaction.
Your last transaction. I don't know how they found that information out, but they know that, and you already he is from the bank.
Yeah.
And you give him that shit.
In fact,
they clean you the
what
fuck
they want to
out,
do, they are
bro.
very alarmist. So they want to start saying something, you are compromised. So that they are providing the solution. So the first thing they want to be alarmist first. You know, this thing what we are doing, we are being proactive. It's providing you convenience or whatever.
Then they build your trust by confirming
those things. You know?
That you think nobody else would.
Your last transactions were you're like, this sounds like
and then you think, legit.
No, we'll do it for you online and we'll deliver you. Still stay at number.
Why what? And they're like, okay, give me your card.
Guys, say 18,000. Leona, 18,000 yo. Kubani 18.3. That balance.
And you'd be amazed just how many people can fall victim to that. Just given like the level of our savviness when it comes to these sort of things. O tlo fonela nkgone mong a sna ntaba le letho kwa no mmotsa potso tseno ma gona le tšhelete. A o ne tsona kaofela ntho tse ntse di batlang.
It's always sad when
it's sad when it's someone who's not savvy.
And then because they've signed all these things, they've signed all these contracts where the companies will then absolve themselves of responsibility.
That's
Life
when-
savings, bruh.
That's when Daddy Tusa na go o teke na magogo, o teke na.
O sa tsebe hore
O teke na o sa tsebe o-
o kila jwale.
a o ntso qwaqwatswa mona ha ona le meno mara wa tekena o keke na.
It's sad, but it's sad, Joe. I wanna like when you start thinking about your parents, but who are not necessarily that tax savvy.
Imagine
Yeah.
time ala o le ya ko ntho ko pension in none.
Yeah,
All that money.
all that money
Motho a ba mo
gone.
founela
but-
because they
Yeah.
got wind all time ala lo tlo. A ba ba ke di inside job.
Mm.
Or
Mm.
there's
But
somebody
my mom just got to pay out. Target that nigga.
Mamang is going
Get
to
it.
pay
Yeah.
out. Pose as this person, you know, these are high growth funds that you should be putting your money into. I'm fine.
There was one instance, Mara, this was a while back, because time I nearly moto tola haka tohola onaya banking alonsa most of his money cash. You know, and distribute.
Why?
Bro. Because
Why is it
always-
time on a deal like you.
Contant, don't attack cash.
Hey,
He likes cash.
Yes, cash. So lady cash. Alo patala most of his
I
things.
wasn't to say online.
Hey, yeah, no. And I think somebody at the bank noticed that shit. Bro, I know this guy
Without fail.
without fail
Every month
to
end.
withdraw this amount of money at this bank. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There was one time where my dad lost most of that money in Santa.
Where? In Bethlehem?
Yeah, car, see that. They broke the car. Anata Bayaganto car taxi. Remember at the time the combi, the red combi.
I never seen it.
Yeah, cars. Yeah, that's it.
I get it.
How we pull the red combi? Yeah, they broke in that combi. Time on Anali back where he would put the money in.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Yeah,
In
they
it
put-
like a cool thing.
so into I guess he withdrew the money and then about time maybe these guys followed him around.
Yeah.
'Cause they broke in Hasali Pick and Pay. So
After
he
running
went-
some few errands.
So when he came back to the car, he saw the window smashed. Bag is gone.
God damn.
See that.
That must have been devastating.
it was hectic.
But at least it was a month.
Yeah, it was just a month's salary, but it's a setback.
Uh.
How to jwalo, there's a
But when you're not to so hence land is about investigator never none inside job ya from the bank.
Yeah, how else would they have known?
how can it, like
So now what did he do after that? Did he change his behavior?
Yeah, he doesn't do the
he had to learn the hard way.
Yeah, he had to learn. Asa is a cash was one. Aye.
Deposit le hara bank e mamthusa.
Aye.
There is a speaking of which, this thing ya hore, like, you know, a company would absolve itself from
Yeah.
from a person being a victim of for somebody being a victim of these financial crimes. There's a lady back labor interview ko Power FM. Story says sephlokonyana. So what happens at these syndicate fund, they are ruthless. I'll teach you ngwana. I'll take decent jole ngwana o spanang banking. But it can all the information e batlang ka ngwana ngwana ha build trust, you know, heno ing. From that the nigga turns on you. Or actually what I want information. I want information. I'll do that with you around the cut how much but I'll install it in kai fun. And if you don't do this, I didn't in a hanya like half a 50,000 until these guys they needed to do a cross-border transfer into a hidden fund of sorts, you know. It's over time. Now they wanted to do, I think, 100 million or something. But some crash high. Motivational speaker of sorts now.
Kidnap the kid.
Yeah, but if you don't, so she has to give us so they need a code. They needed to generate a particular code. They need to press on their sides, and if they do, that money leaves into this offshore account to not be traced ever again.
Or Shaka code.
Clocker code and one knows Panada. Treasury. It's usually, you know, treasury in a bank is usually
Somebody
there.
who has access.
They've built trust. Don't press that button.
Gonna kill you, kid.
Okay.
I'm giving them the code, B.
That's how he ended up in jail. But when she has to go to the employer
Yeah.
and say,
Oh, because he was working with them
hey,
already.
Yeah, she was working with them. Actually, little boyfriend.
Oh,
Imujola to build that trust. To
okay.
get as much information about how they know everything.
Then she started
Wena
doing these crimes for them.
Oh, then okay. Hi Saila. Then who Saila? Let
It's blackmail.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
blackmail.
Because if she didn't have any prior relationship with the people, I mean, well,
it seems
they
like
had
she
my
was,
kid, bro. I had to
seems
give
like
it
she was
up.
part and parcel of.
She stayed in jail for like 8 years or something, Yana.
Wow.
Fraud doesn't attract a lot of years.
Eh?
Fraud seems like it doesn't attract. That's why when you come into the money, stash, bro, stash, cash.
There used to be a theory, I don't know how true it is. There used to be a theory, Kabugenza. We used to, when we were growing up, there was this theory, the reason why Magenza sometimes, or the highest, was suspended now, Tronkong. The money circulates back in the economy. Because once I check it, it's the currency. The money is not circulating.
Oh.
So what I mean,
the guy see that strategy
spend the chalet. I don't know how true that is.
When I out drunken for cash heist.
That in salon.
It's strategy
Direct.
Yeah. Husband, yeah. I mean, on a spanela, one of these kind of cash.
Fidelity, what?
Fidelity, what? And then Shiga happened. Homie went to jail. Mara, there was always rumors around the neighborhood or Ustashile. No. Because I'm sorry, that's Spanish, but she was
living good.
She was still good. Like, still, the house is there. One of the school. You know what I'm saying? There was a stash that they never found. And but also, and apparently, I think we live for my 8, 9 years.
And now they say,
he's back. Yeah, he's back out now. But they're still living at that house. Maybe.
About to jump.
Yeah, about to jump. So what? Yeah,
you got a stash, bro. We can't got a suitcase. Fucking cling wrap that shit. Duct tape it. And hope. And hope wherever you stash it, if you're gonna dig it, if you create it, hope about outside construction project. Mall of Africa from 20 years ago. The niggas coming out next year.
And cheeky, somebody must have
just said. What are you gonna do?
See, that's when you had a plan, ne? But I'm finding out so next year, I got 20 million.
Yeah, stashed.
I'm gonna make things right with my kids, you know.
That
times are over, you know. I go.
PwC.
On top of your money.
PwC. Because I don't know. How release you? What time is it? You just get released into the street. What time what? What? Because
your family is there to receive.
That's what I'm saying. It's mandatory.
Yeah, what? No. But
you can't be released into. Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can be released into the wilderness. It doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
You're an offender. You need to be. Because I feel like the chances of you being a criminal again become high if it's like there's no formal.
But what if your family is not?
It sounds like it's wrong not to be released.
If you don't have a family, where are they going to take you?
I think they check those things, career or whatever, put you up in a hotel.
It's a fuck off.
I can have a stipend and then how to get the money to set you up.
Because it's not free labor.
Yeah, it's not free labor. But to avoid the thing, if you're a criminal, you must not your first day. You're already exposed to criminality.
I'm not too.
I don't know nothing about that.
I do know.
There's a stipend.
If prisoners are you, they don't work for free.
There's a stipend.
Oh, they don't work for free.
Yeah,
there's a stipend.
There's
a stipend. How I was told to set you up like making rent while you.
Okay.
I can. It's yet to be verified.
So where would one have to stash money though to ensure that it's there when you come out?
Even Pablo.
Can't take it to a
Pablo
person.
was digging money. Like there's a lot of
and
Pablo's money was rotting.
And warehouses is warehouses.
Don't dig money up.
But
so
he was also he put money in the ground too.
Where would you put it? Because clearly the ground is not the best place.
Yeah, it's not.
The ground is a big risk, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna rot.
I think it's the best place. in terms of
Or they're gonna build over it.
preservation, in terms of preserving hobola or risk abola.
We bag
Kuitse teng.
in a bag.
Yabola le mono.
Yabola le
Underground.
Yeah.
But we can say in a bag underground.
I don't know if how true that story is, but it's a dramatization. Yeah, Narcos.
Yeah, with the public
One of the
money.
many places that he dug up, he found the money rotten,
Hotting.
and it was in refuse bags.
Yeah, refuse bags. Jesus.
Fana bona khutla 20 million.
He found that money fucking rotten, and it was millions of fucking dollars in there.
Yeah, but it was a whole lot of, like, he had a whole map
of
where
coordinates.
Where the money was.
Yeah, where he had put the money.
And that's when shit was
Cash.
getting real bad because these stashes were not. And when I say pile, you know, fanila ga fitla ra thola tšhelete body le drop.
Body as well. Yeah, I know.
As not for God.
Man, I feel like ba hile maponya mall.
I'll be mad as shit, bro.
And
I think maybe the best place to dig it up. Kikakun fan.
Your house.
Exactly.
And
then not in the yard, in the house.
In the house.
In the house.
In the roof. But that's where
Nah,
they're gonna search.
bro, dig into the fucking tile, into the concrete. Into the concrete.
At your mama house.
Yeah. I get to place that.
Yeah, at your mama house. Because your mama house ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Then you'll find that money when you come
Yeah.
back. The eviction ba maponya ba tla ha mola re lefa 2 million le move.
Yeah, but
Fana se batla o tshakela ka besukura ba re mfethu we sell in the house.
don't sell the house.
You know what I tell them what? We can't be ruled kill pandit.
And then you can't tell them why they
don't
can't
sell that motherfucking house.
Like I know when you in jail, you like shit.
Or
And walk
two
out.
years.
Fucking hell.
Or 2 years. Ka go. Ba re ka sto. Ona le angere ka sto la lo ke le pandit.
Don't sell the
Maponya re fa 2 million na re tlwe mo jareteng.
Don't sell the fucking
And
house.
you're like,
bro.
20 M's.
How many years do you think that girl, one Nefsas, is getting?
She didn't show up. I was gonna say
Didn't show up. There's a warrant out for arrest now.
Oh, she didn't show up for the case.
People are giving her a lot of
With her lawyer.
support.
Oh, who get the point?
Hey,
Wow, bro.
Shouldn't show up.
Whoa.
what did she do? Did she withdraw the money?
She received how much?
14 million
14 million.
Yeah.
She spent 875,000 of it
of it. Yeah.
Then they took back the other money.
in a matter of
That's
11
sweet.
days.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she might have siphoned it. And...
No.
11 days.
Yeah, she spent 800.
Ah.
800K.
Yeah, but she got
So
14.
it's not like she's sitting pretty.
E lo re nna tlamehile a thole 1.4.
1.4.
1,400.
It was a finger error.
There was a finger error.
That finger error.
Yeah. 14 air.
14 million, bro.
But can you blame the girl, bro? I don't blame the girl.
But I think what she should have done, if ulai taupa, I spend a marabaya. I don't know, like
But
my petty lotto,
When do you
you
stop?
you win the lotto. I get no ya transfer you around to keep up a la lotto.
I mean, it snaps. I think
I can't student, I can't like my petty lotto. You just don't win no lotto.
And I think, yeah, Nefsas, there's a certain way you spend it. Like, you can't say cash. Like,
Okay.
yeah. So, when I say, but you,
So she was spending it.
She was spending it. I'd say,
Not
well,
withdrawing. She was spending
Is
it.
She was
But
spending it.
I
Kakati.
heard
Nasanti cash.
Medula Ntizaro on a cousin Elongore. Was it one of the telecommunications company? Let me not mention their name. Elinya yetsa a mistake, Kilebon. Wanting to pay somebody else, Biba Patala, either a supplier or whatever. Biba Kenyetsa when that is in Yong. It was about 1.4 million or something, Leon. It was 1 point something million. When this guy realized that thing, Anka Dinyukuto I transferred the whole family members immediately the same day.
Gone from his
From
account.
there. Then Okare, but he didn't commit a crime. Because unless these FICA laws and what things change, but at the time,
At
it's
the
about
time
10 years back.
Before the FICA laws.
But the windfall Lina was expecting money from somebody. So how
I thought this was my money.
yeah, I didn't commit a crime. I'm just benefiting out of your clumsiness.
Yeah, but they say there's a criminal case.
Then Hobutu.
For the girl.
But then that's
Now,
like saying
before-
there's a criminal case of Kitona Kilirachelete strategy.
It could be. could be.
Before
Yeah,
the
you must
FICA
declare
laws,
it.
maybe.
It could be. If
could
you,
be.
I mean, you could come around a duffel bag of cash
You're supposed to go to the
that's
nearest police
marked
station.
from a cash and transit that happened last week,
Yeah, you must go to the nearest police
I
station.
need to.
and you took it walo box away.
At the time though, it's about Mopesua. Then yes, but it was not. I think it was not treated as a crime or criminality, but it was a debt.
Civil, like a civil case.
It's a debt. Yeah, it's a civil case.
Yeah,
So we're not kolota company X. Then the guy, but okay, then but I don't have money. Would you then enter into a payment arrangement? What you guys will enter into?
Payment
agreement.
There's nothing more useless than suing somebody that has fuck off.
Because you see, that time it's suing. It's like it's like accident. If you I'm not in a position to pay
I ain't got it, B. I ain't got it.
So you can't classify that as if it's damage to property. It was a mistake. I ran into you. So out here, the franchise, he tried to do something good.
I had the family
because this is a high.
What the heck? Mara shout outs to the other One Mall of Africa, that other lady, Ashin Imponi.
Ain't been found.
Yeah. Ain't been shout outs to her, bro. Yeah, she's holding it down.
But
hey, she's keeping it boring. She's keeping
it.
Yeah. And it's a lady, ne?
Yeah, Mall of Africa. Was it at the Mall of
lady
Africa?
From Soweto.
Lady from Soweto.
3 million.
Yeah, disappeared, bro. Gone.
On the face of the earth.
They still ain't found the shout outs, bro. Shout outs. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it when you don't want fame.
Yeah, that's how you keep it boring and you disappear from the face of the earth.
Where you have a luxurious life.
I'm hoping like she's out the country.
To get a valley da KZN. In the valley da. Oh blomara.
Yeah, my blessing.
Moba KFC Kentucky. We Kentucky every day.
We timele pony.
I'm
not.
Yeah, we toilet Rosanyana.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Keep it boring.
Keep it boring, bro.
Yeah,
how you boring? What Kentucky?
Yeah. You know,
Kentucky.
Paper.
Kentucky. It's Papa the salsa. Kentucky every day.
Yeah. And then sometimes you have to just resign yourself for it. Sharp,
but you're not balling.
Yeah, you're not.
But you gotta disappear.
That's why
you gotta disappear
for life.
But
in fact, at some point they're gonna leave you alone.
At some point they're gonna leave you alone.
Yeah.
Probably in the 5 years, 10 years.
They're gonna write it off.
You can come out.
It's already written off. Is that it now? You're being pursued criminal.
Yeah, you're being pursued.
It's like Skolot. They immediately it's a Skolot. It's entered in an accounting book as a debt. Then they only record it when you pay.
Yeah,
or you know it's recoveries.
And there's often in auditing these calculations that we do to see the likelihood of me
paying.
Yeah. So and they do evaluations.
We
of
still send it's
then how about
in the books
they write it off.
But to be seen to be doing the right thing for the shareholder, it must know we are still pursuing the case.
Yeah, it's about phone.
They sell the
debt to somebody else.
We struggle to get money out of this guy. He owes us 100. We're gonna sell it to you for 50. You might recoup 75.
Yeah.
And that's your profit.
They just write the shit
then
off.
give about tumpang. Then lock your car.
Yeah, they
fucking Telcom sent niggas my way for 250 fucking bucks, bro. 250 rand, them niggas were on my ass for that money.
They probably sold the shit.
Such a fucking old fucking account that I paid off. It came back 2 years later to say, yo, you still owe Telcom some money. What you mean?
They sold the debt to another country.
There were some recon issues.
Bro, they were on my ass for that money.
And another company that often does that is the TV license. They do that a lot.
Yeah, that shit
they sell the debts to other.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. And then them niggas won't chase you.
Yeah.
They'll
rock up at your door.
Yeah, they won't chase you.
They'll come and clamp your wheels.
They want to chase you for that TV license.
Don't come to my job, bro.
They will chase you.
Clamp your wheels.
We want that money. Alright, man. The Dojo.